Good morning. We are going to start with some hand things today. I'm using a table. You can use a chair, you can use a desk, you can also use the floor. I would like you to put your hands flat on the surface wherever it is. I do have a book handy. We will use that in a moment. It is good to see you guys again. So we'll start with a couple of cats and cows. So cow, my belly comes down. I look out for cat. I go the other way. And you breathe. One more time. Coming to neutral. When you exhale this time, I want you to look over your right shoulder towards your right hip. Inhale to center. Exhale, other side. If you choose your hands and knees on the floor, just know that when we move our feet, you're going to have to keep your leg out behind you. It will work, I promise. So, right leg, it's going to come up behind you. And we're going to bring it down to the floor. If you are on the floor, just bend that knee when it comes down. You can keep it bent all the way up, like that, if you're on the floor. Options. Now, this isn't to a specific height. It's wherever you feel good. We're going to switch sides. Make sure that you are breathing. And out to the side. Now, you may not go anywhere near as far as I am, and that is perfectly okay. Sometimes I like to tell my classes, it's not my fault I'm hypermobile. It really isn't. It is one of the things that makes me who I am. It is probably what made my first teacher in a class to say, hey, you can do this. You can teach this. Well, he was right, even if it might have been for the wrong reasons. So both feet are flat or knees, hands in toward each other. I need you to breathe here. Now we are moving from the shoulders. You can have those hands or the elbows straight. You can have them a little bit bent. We're all in different spots. It might be just an inch or so from forward. Some of you might be able to get your hands way back. This is a personal exercise. We all look different, I promise. We've done this in class a lot of times. So take that deep breath. Come back to center, and this time we're going to rotate outward. So your hands can point out. Some of us point back. I've been working on this for a while. This is one way that I helped my wrists get strong enough for handstands because I wanted to be able to do a handstand. I didn't want my wrist to be like, hey, I don't think so. And for a while, both of my wrists weren't up to it. So breathe. Again, those elbows can be bent. They can be somewhere else. I need you to figure out what works for you, not what works for me. So coming forward, pick up one hand. Bring the back of your hand in. Again, this elbow might be bent a lot. If it's straight, if this is easy, you can try to make a fist. I guarantee you mine does not look like a fist, and that's okay. And bring it to center, other hand. Again, that elbow may be bent, maybe it's straight and you want to make that fist, is perfectly okay. It's okay to have different options. It is okay to say, oh no, my hand does not want to make a fist today. Today is going to be different from every single other day out there. Give yourself a break. Just breathe. and coming in. So right leg backward, those toes might be on the floor, they might not. Left arm reach. So I have one hand down, I have one foot or knee down, and I'm breathing. And we're gonna play with this a little, so we're gonna touch the floor and lift, touch the floor, lift, one more time, and lift, and bring them down. Take a deep breath. Other leg comes back. Other arm will reach forward. And you find that spot where you can breathe. This does not have to be a straight line. And come down, and we lift. And come down, and we lift. One more time. And coming in. And I'm reaching back into my down dog. If you were on the floor, make your full down dog. Your toes and heels can be wide. Your feet can be wider than your hips. Your hands can be wider than your shoulders. You can point your fingers outward. Let your head come down. Let your knees bend. Breathe. So we're going to go on one leg. Choose the leg. There's my left leg. I'm going to bring my knee in and still hold that down dog. And straighten out. Again, those toes might come to the floor. Maybe you lift them up higher. I do need you to breathe. Coming in, find that down dog. My legs are wide again. Take that deep breath. Switch your legs, coming in. Hold that knee. It is okay if your down dog shifted. And reach it out. This is your single-legged dog if you were on the floor. It is if you're on a table or a chair too. Promise. And come in, bend your knees, bend your elbows, rest. Your head doesn't have to be on anything.
Mommy, can I have one of these? These.
Let me open it for you.
Chocolate chip waffles,
Honey, they don't want chocolate chip waffles, and we can't share it through the screen. So
I wanted to give it.
you did. Here you go. It's open.
I wanted to give it out.
Oreo.
I get chocolate chip waffles, and you don't.
Ori. I hope you're laughing too. So you can stand. I am actually going to kneel so you can see me a little bit better. Take a deep breath. One hand on your surface. The other hand reaches behind you. Look toward that back hand. And come to center. Other side. Again, looking toward that back hand. You can sit on the floor on the desk. This is child's pose. And I'm just going to put my head down. If you have just a chair and you want to sit in it and look and just rest, you can. I just need you to breathe. In through the nose and out through the nose. Remember, this is your time. This is your workout. Don't forget to circulate ankles a couple times when you're ready to wake up. Wrists, ankles, stretch when you are ready to move. It doesn't have to be now. Maybe it's another few minutes. Have a wonderful day. I'm going to go make sure those waffles make it back to the freezer.